I'm going to give you the tools to overcome social anxiety and shyness, and we're starting right now.
Who is Dave Lee?
My name is Dave. Welcome back to another video, you adorable people. If you're interested in self-development, Asia, and other related stuff, then subscribe, click on the bell icon so you don't miss out on anything. You're probably wondering, why is this guy giving advice on how to overcome social anxiety and shyness? Well, hopefully these clips will clear things up a little bit for you. Hey.
Oh!
But you see, I was not born this way. I grew up in an abusive household where I was abused every day. I was treated terribly. I was even choked almost to death by my stepdad. I was told that children are meant to be seen and not heard. I didn't have a voice. I became extremely shy, and because I was always told that everything I did was wrong, I developed extreme social anxiety. So I'm an example to you of how you can get out of social anxiety and shyness with a little bit of hard work and a few little steps. People with social anxiety and shyness, it can negatively affect every aspect of their life, especially career, business, networking. But don't take it from me, I decided to go out and speak to the most successful people I could find on the street and ask them what they thought about people with social anxiety and shyness and whether it negatively affected them in their career. Let's see what they had to say. Do you have any girlfriends who are extremely popular yet they have extreme social anxiety?
None that I can think of. No.
Are popular people normally outgoing and don't have social anxiety?
I would say so. Otherwise, how do you get to that point if you aren't outgoing enough to meet people?
Yeah. Women often want confident guys, or your opinion?
Well, I think shy guys very rarely, since they're shy, go out of their way to meet girls or take girls out. So I guess in that aspect, yeah.
Yep. Do you know anyone that is extremely successful who has social anxiety and is extremely shy?
I can't think of any off the top of my head, no.
Do you think people with social anxiety or shy, do you think that hampers them in business?
I would think it would, because obviously people don't see you as someone out there or being more of an extrovert when it comes to ideas in business. If you're not socially mixing around with people, yes, of course. If they're hired in that environment and they obviously get used to that environment, maybe they can break through that barrier of anxiety at some point. With the actually in them at the moment. But yeah, we've seen that breakthrough with people like colleagues of mine. We've been hired for a certain reason, and now they're in a particular echelon of my company where they're managerial level staff.
Even though they're shy and have anxiety?
They started off as a shy person.
Okay.
They were only hired because of the attitude and the skills that we trained them on. But then that's surrounding itself in the next 2, 3 years, 5 years, have obviously caused them to break out of that shell and do something different. So
I guess that's what this is about. This is about you can evolve into someone
you
who
can. Of course. I mean, I used to be a shy person myself, a backbencher, all my life in school. But things changed when I got into the workforce, started interacting with people, and now I'm in sales. I mean, I couldn't realize I would have to go out and talk to people, and that's what I do. That's my bread and butter now.
But if you remained shy today and you
would
had
have
social
situation altogether,
you wouldn't be able to claim to. That's kind of where we're going.
Not so much. Yes.
Now, just because you're suffering from social anxiety and shyness right now doesn't mean that you have to suffer from social anxiety for the rest of your life. There are ways to overcome it. I overcome it myself. I actually devised this plan when I would go to a party or I'd go to a social group. I would walk into a room and there'll be a lot of people in the room, and I would feel that people were looking at me. People with social anxiety and shyness, from my experience, you actually care more than other people because you've been judged your whole life. Sometimes it feels like everybody's judging you. Sometimes it feels like sometimes people have judged you too many times, and then you've developed this complex, and that's how I developed it when I was younger. So how I overcame it was I would go into any sort of social group. I'd turn up at the rugby field, I'd turn up somewhere where there'll be a lot of people around, and I'd start looking at other people instead of taking all the focus onto myself, because what I would do would be I would see other people around and I'd instantly become self-conscious, because at home I was judged at home all the time. So when I would go out into a social setting, I would feel that other people were judging me as well. So what I devised was this plan of looking at other people. It took the focus off myself And after a while, I became less and less socially awkward, and my anxiety in social groups became less and less. Keep in mind, I know this is an emotional thought. It's not necessarily a logical thought, because when you go into a social group, you know not everybody in this room is analyzing you, but somehow you feel that they are. So if you go in there and you start analyzing other people, not in a judgmental way, that's not what I'm trying to tell you to do. You go out there and you analyze other people, and it takes the focus off yourself. You feel a bit more relaxed, you don't worry about your body language as much, and then you start to relax yourself. Now, the reason why I made this video is because you can come out of social anxiety and shyness yourself. You can fight through it with a few steps, get out of being shy and being socially awkward, having anxiety, and you can have a better life. Now, don't listen to me necessarily. I have found this guy called Sean Cooper. I don't know the guy, I have not contacted the guy, he doesn't even know that I'm promoting his website, but there's a link down below. Click on the link in the description, it'll be the top link, because I feel that you guys, some of my audience, may need this help. So click on this link, it'll take you to a guy called Sean Cooper's website, and just read everything, watch his videos, take in all the advice that he has. And with a little bit of hard work on your part, I feel that you'll be able to get out of this. You become more confident, you'll lose the shyness, and you'll become have less anxiety in social settings, and that's what we all want, you know, and that's what I want for you guys. So click on the link, go check him out. I don't know the guy, he's not paying me. I want to make it real clear, I just made this video because I feel that this guy is really good at what he does. I watched all his videos and I think his advice is gold. So I recommend you guys do the same and go check it out, because this guy, Sean Cooper, is awesome.